And welcome back to me trying to figure out where I want to put my head.
I'm gonna put my head here for now. It's so difficult to figure out where to put head. That covers up that menu entirely. Every part of this screen is used at some point. Oh well. So, when last we left off, we had just secured passage on a boat by first working for the Mafia and then extorting the Mafia. So, that's a thing that happened. And now we are going to head in here to talk to these people about how things are going. Ah, there you all are. I've been waiting for you. The mayor came by and apologized. He promised to leave the shop alone from now on. I feel so much better now. Did he really? He sure did. Said he'd forget about the treasure buried down there. Now I can relax and think about business. We're so glad, Granny Lot. Remind me of and we're getting that ship ride we wanted to. It all worked out great. Thanks for everything you've done. I'll be praying for your safe travel. Stop by if you ever come back this way again. Joaquin, the children, and I would all love to see you. Granny, I want to talk to you. What is it? I'm going on that ship with them. What? I want to travel and build up my skills, and who knows, maybe I'll run into a teacher somewhere along the way. Are you really sure you want to come along? There aren't any bad guys left in this town. My work here is done. Granny here rescued me when I was left for dead by the side of the road. I'm grateful, but now it's time to go. All right, Joaquin. I remember you when you were just a dying bat, but you've certainly turned out fine. Off with you then, build up your skills, then come back and show how strong you've become. Thank you, Granny. Thank you. You're kidding, right? Coming along with us won't be any fun, you know. Yuri, do you know want to know who I really am, don't you? Well, yeah, I do, but if you let me come along, maybe someday I'll tell you. Son of a... Fine, do whatever you want. It's settled then. Thanks for letting me come along, everyone. What is it, Granny? Here you are. This is for all of you. What's this? I did some digging on my own, you see, and that's when I found that book. You did some digging? How in the world did you do that, Granny? I just had to find out what was down there. But the only thing I found was that old rotting book. I wish it was something more valuable. Oh my, this is incredible. You mean you know what that book is, Geppetto? No question about it, it's King Solomon's Key, one of the lost great black books. This book contains a map to where the 72 demons that were controlled by King Solomon lived. You know those crests we've been collecting on our travels? Crests? Oh, you mean the things I've got absolutely no use for? Those are the crests, you mean? You don't have to pout just because you can't equip them, you know. You're just a big baby. Shut up. Excuse me, I'm talking here, folks, and I'm about to say something very important, kiddos, so listen up. They say that if we place the demons that dwell in these crests correctly, we can unleash great magical power. Oh, I get it. We place the crest on this old map, right? But how do we know the place of each crest? That's the question, isn't it? Maybe we should guess based off of each demon's preferences and characteristics. But the trip ahead is long. I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Granny Lot, this is a true treasure indeed. Thanks very much. You're certainly welcome. I hope it'll be useful to you. Okay, so we now have King Solomon's Key. And so we have a bunch of places that we cannot use yet. Forest of Passion. So Flame Desert. So it looks like all of these are... Okay, so this is actually all available. We can actually complete the Forest of Passion. So Dark Angel with the head of a raven. He can incite war and duels between men, for he's fascinated with romantic tragedies. Coastal Forest. Knows all that happens in the world, he says. So this is probably the home in the coastal forest. Lives with beautiful women at Lake's Edge. We'll assume that that's there. Appears as a warrior in silver armor, has the power to bewitchment and traps men and women in his tent in the forest. That's easy enough. Youth adorned with eagle feathers. Entices men with illusions of women swimming in the lake. Loves his neighbor Gremory. Oh, there's a... There's a lake here. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I was thinking that was the only body of water here. But, okay, so this is... Home in the coastal forest is right here. Gremory is his neighbor. Okay, so Vasago, we're gonna go over here instead. And all who hear and fall in love with one another, man or woman, lives by Gremory in the North Forest. Disdains all living beings except Vasago, near whom he has built his mansion. Okay, so do this, and then Vasago is here, and then Andres is here. Hey! All the passion cards are in their correct positions. Cure has been added to Furfur. Bright Light has been added to Gremory. Hailbeak has been added. Rockrot, Red Rave, Galespin, Evil Ray. Nice. Okay, so we got the Forest of Passion done. And that's the only thing that we're going to be able to finish right now. We still need more crests to finish these other ones. Cool beans! So, that wasn't too difficult. Just took a minute of looking. So I should probably at some point check on my crests. Now, unfortunately, my party is not in great shape. I have multiple people who are very wounded. So Furfur gives Cure. I think if I have multiple copies of Cure on the same person, yes, it reduces the cost of the spell. So we now have a 3 cost Cure, which is even better than we could manage in the previous game. So we have 7 Cures available to us. Very nice. Now then, we're going to head over and do a quick little mini game. If I can remember where it is, that'll be great. I probably can't. I also do not know if I'm going to run into random encounters along the way or not. Legitimately do not know. Like, I don't know... Is this it? Okay, perfect. What do you say, mister? Give it a whirl? A whirl? What kind of business is this? Glad you asked. It's a brand new business. I thought of myself. I call it the Lucky Chest. You pick 2 out of 8 treasure chests lined up here. If you have the same thing in them, you get it. You get 2 chances. And the first person that gets all the chests open gets a special prize. The rules are simple and hardly cost anything to play. Only 100 cash for 1 game, so how about it? Alright. I don't think we need to succeed at all of them. So we're just going to open this chest, and that's a pure leaf. It's a monoleaf. Okay. This is a pure leaf. So we can eliminate these chests. So this is a Thera-leaf. I'm going to open this one next. That's also a Thera-leaf. So that's a Thera-leaf again. We have 50-50 odds here. That's it. Okay, well, that's too bad. Okay, so this is basically just completely an odds game as long as you're using the appropriate strategy. So it looks like... Oh, this is bad. That was Thera and Mana, so yeah. Getting the pure leaf on the second one is really rough. I am totally into gambling. Anytime gambling involves basically no costs and rewards that are completely unique and awesome, I'm all for it, unfortunately. That's the thing with... One of the things that I think is actually probably most damaging, potentially, in games for children is that in video games, the house always loses. In video games, gambling is always a good choice because they want you to actually play the minigames. What point is there in making these minigames if you're not going to actually use them? Oh, we actually got it this time. But in real life, the house always wins. So gambling is always a bad idea. Wow, you opened the ball. You're going to put me right out of business. Obtained Mr. Chef. Come back and play it again anytime. So that's, I think, kind of an interesting thing. Like, people talk about, like, the violence or whatever. It's like, nobody's going to mistake, like, fantasy violence for real violence. But when it comes to stuff like gambling, I do think that getting people invested into, like, doing, this little gambling stuff when in real life you're definitely gonna lose is suboptimal. We actually have more fat bugs than we have normal bugs, so we're gonna kill the normal bugs first. That's extremely disorienting, but we still managed to get it done. But I will say, this game is definitely not family friendly. Just generally not family friendly. I do like how the big hulking pile of rock is like the fastest fusion. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think the light is.
You can't beat us that easily.
Which guy? Joaquin? Joaquin is a vampire wrestler. So the way that I would describe him is a French vampire luchador. That's basically what he is. He's a luchador vampire. He's a strange guy. He's a lot of fun, though. You hear that? The vigilante group just broke up. They must be really something to make those hooligans bend their ways. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, they probably have not actually mended their ways. He does wield an oversized support beam. That is accurate. Let's see. He's one of the only characters that has an up-to-date weapon. Ready to get on the ship? I think so. Second. I think we're all set. Okay. Southampton. Turns out that it's easy to just get back to and fro. You want to go to Wales, eh? Unfortunately, the storm caused a landslide and blocked off the road to Cardiff in the west. Well, that's quite unfortunate. Oh, nice. We got a rest from coming here. That's really nice. Travelers from France? You're lucky the ship didn't get stranded in the storm. You better hurry to the inn. Had I, though? Let's go. Ooh, lottery tickets. I swear these guys are following us. How did they get that all the way over here? Did they go through the channel that doesn't exist yet? They put that on a boat? Okay, so it looks like we can just go in now. Easy. It is an evil elves impersonator. Or...
I thought it might be you. It's been a long time.
Huh. It's you.
Yes, Kato. It's been a year. No, longer.
How you been?
Who is this?
Huh? A friend from my Shanghai days.
Japanese Imperial Navy. Special Agent Masaji Kato.
Japanese Imperial Navy?
Hey, you're all being so rude.
These are your new friends? Quite an interesting group.
A lot has happened since we last met. But what about you? You've really changed your look since the last time I saw you.
Well, yes. A lot has happened to me as well. It's a tough job, being a diplomat.
What?
I just arrived back from New York this morning. And now, because of this storm, I have to cancel my trip to London.
Same old Kato. Still following orders, I see.
We're in the same situation. A landslide stopped us from going to Wales.
Wales.
Yeah, Wales.
Have you been to Wales before?
No. But I've heard a lot about it. It sounds like an interesting place.
Nah, there's nothing there at all. Probably just a bunch of weird monsters.
You folks want to go to Wales, do you?
Yes, that's right.
I just came from Rhondda. It's west of here. If you go through the mine there, you can go all the way into Wales.
Really?
Well, yeah.
I mean, what's not to love about Kato? In Rhondda to the west, there's a mine with lots of gold and silver. It used to be a real lively place. And then the war came along. Prices of coal skyrocketed and they had a mining day and night. But then one day they had a huge accident. Huge accident? Yeah, a huge explosion in the deepest part of the mine. About 100 men were down there. What happened to the mine after that? There's nobody there now, completely deserted except for the ghosts and monsters they say show up there now. And you want us to go through there? Look, don't get mad at me. I was just trying to help you out because you said you wanted to go to Wales. Why not? Let's do it. Hold on. Once again, aren't you being a little hasty, Yuri? Well, it's the shortest way, isn't it? Yes, we don't have any choice. We've got no idea when the road to Cardiff will be reopened. Geppetto, you too? You scared of a few little ghoulies? Scared? I'm not scared. Who do you think I am anyway? I'll have you know, the noble Marquis of Munich is my... Called it. Called it. I knew it. She's the daughter of some random nobleman, and that's why she's a military officer. Oops. Noble of which? What now? Just forget it. Don't worry, if those big bad ghoulies show up, I'll scare them off for you. Boo! You looking for a slap? Or a stab? Well, whether you decide to go or not, let me mark it on your map for you. Be careful. Looks like a pretty big mine. Well, at least we know where we're headed next. You still haven't changed. Still taking crazy trips, huh? Just be sure you don't get yourself hurt. I'll be staying in this town a while longer. Hope we get to talk again. I'll be seeing you. Yeah, be seeing you. What a mysterious man. He seems a little scary, too. Yeah, I think he fell on some hard luck lately. I guess this means we can take a break until we're ready to leave. Yuri, I'll leave the arrangements up to you. Let me know when you're ready. I think I'll have a few drinks here. Sure thing. If you get fallen down drunk, we're leaving you behind. Well, like, the key is that drunken sailors actually have a huge amount of information, right? And I don't think this guy is even a drunken sailor, because if he was a sailor, he wouldn't be going by land, most likely, because I think sailors, generally speaking, spend most of their lives on boats, certainly in this time period. But this guy is some random local, and he knows the area, right? And so some random drunk guy in a pub is exactly the kind of person who's going to be able to tell you about some, like, connection. And if he wasn't drunk, he probably wouldn't have mentioned it. Because only a drunk guy is going to think to tell people to go to a place where they will probably be killed by some monsters, right? So, interestingly enough, I do think that, like, drunk locals can be very, very valuable. Warms you up all the way down. Wish I could drink like this every day. Say, how's about another? If I tried to keep up with you, Geppetto, I'd be under the table about now. I'd advise against going through the wrong mine. They still don't know what caused the accident, you know. That's very true. Some of the survivors say they saw some really ghastly monsters down there. I had a D&D campaign that I was doing where most of my D&D campaigns actually do start out in bars because they're like a great place to get a really good idea of what all the characters do, especially if you have all the characters like show up like separately and be like, okay, so what are you doing? Like, what is your entry like? What do you do in this bar, right? When you arrive. And so like, you know, you get a lot of characterization out of that, which is useful because then it helps the others know what to do. But I had a fun one where it started out in a bar, and then basically like the zombie apocalypse hits right outside, and that was a fun one. Unfortunately, that campaign never took off because the people that were going to be part of that campaign, like half of them left the country, and the other half are really flaky. So we never really got that one off the ground particularly. We ended up doing it anyway with just a couple of players for a while, but it was really best when they're with a larger group. That was actually a campaign where I started everyone with a sort of secret backstory, which kind of gave them a agenda that did not necessarily match up with everyone else's agenda. So the way that I would actually describe it is, if you've ever played, what's that game called? I think it's called Dead of Winter. It's a board game. The Dead of Winter board game, how everyone has their own objective in addition to the objective of the rest of the town. That's basically what it was like. But some of them had really damning backgrounds that would definitely make the rest of the party distrust them, especially since I told them in advance that some of your objectives might be contradictory. Like, some of you might specifically not be able to both complete your objectives at the same time. Now, I said that to them, but I didn't actually implement that at all. All of the people's, backstories and things like that could be complementary, though it might be more difficult in some cases for them to, implement on it. But by telling them that they might be directly antagonistic to each other, by implementing the idea that there might be a traitor, you create the legitimate distrust and the legitimate, desire to not share certain information because you don't know who you're sharing it with. Anyway, I had fun with it. And they had fun with it too, actually, for the very short period of time that people were actually around for it. Yuri, come and talk to me for a while. Okay. Oh, nice. I should play Dwarf Fortress at some point. I still haven't done it. Come on, old man, have some more. Come on, I'll have one with you, I tell you. Sorry, Karen, but I think I've had more than enough. I feel sick. And so, Alice, because of that four-mass curse? I'm truly sorry. Nah, it was my weakness that got Alice killed. I stopped feeling regret over it. Won't bring her back anyway. And you lost Lieutenant Colonel Kawashima too, huh? Life's been pretty hard on both of us. Yeah, I couldn't protect her. It's only been a year, but the events of that day seem so long ago now. After everybody left Shanghai, she talked about you guys every day. Guess she wanted that kind of freedom too. There's nothing good about the way I live. No matter how tough I may act, I'll just end up dying like a dog. Yuri. I've got some weird curse on me now. Got it from this thing called the Holy Mistletoe or some such thing. And I'm being followed by some strange secret society. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Secret society? Yeah, it's called the Sapientes Gladia. Heard of it? No. No, I haven't. Not at all. What are you talking about? Some pretty minor players, I guess. I'll keep my ears open. If I hear anything about them, I'll tell you. Okay, thanks. Well, I guess I better get going. Yuri. Yeah? Nothing. Just be careful. I'll see you again someday. Yeah, I'll see ya. They're asleep. Well. Hey, Jean, how's it going? Yo. Did you find it? What you were looking for? No. No, huh? When I'm here, I hear a sad voice. It's the sound, like the sound of the wind. I bet that's the voice of your heart, Yuri. Know what? I'm looking for your happiness, Yuri. My happiness? Yes. What happiness means to you. It doesn't matter what. It could be something small, anything at all. But I can't find it anywhere. Oh, come on. I'm happy. Look at me. I'm just fine. You don't have to try and pretend. I know more about your heart than you do right now, Yuri. Remember you told me once about your girlfriend that died to save you? Huh? Yeah? She died for you, so you feel like you've got to live. But you're actually sad and don't feel much like living. That's the problem that's been bothering you. Well, maybe. But I've got a purpose to my life now, to get revenge for you and all the other villagers. I see. But where's your happiness, Yuri? It's gotta be there somewhere. You don't have to play tough, you know? Remember, I can see your heart. If you can see my heart, can you see the future too? Nope. All I can see are your true feelings. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. So even if you try to hide your feelings or pretend to be brave, I understand your true heart. So you don't have to act tough for me. Besides, you decide your own future, right? Jeez, I feel like you're sifting through my dirty laundry. Don't feel that way. Anyway, whatever you really feel about things, that's what the truth is. There's a door here I can't open yet. I haven't looked everywhere yet. I'll still be looking around for a while. Man, I never thought somebody'd be poking around in my heart looking for my happiness for me. I'll be seeing you, Yuri. Even if you get sad, don't ever forget to live. Marsh chickens, huh? Procedurally described scene. Interesting. Okay, so stopped raining, but it's going to be a while before the doors open. Guess God is telling me to enjoy my vacation. I'm on vacation, but I can't find anything to do. I've already read this book. Here, you have it. Oh, okay. Cool. Since the Middle Ages, Southampton's fought off many invaders. Today, the castle wall cannons still remain. Has it? Has it fought off invaders? I'm legitimately curious. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't actually know of any wars where England was actually invaded, because their navy has kept them away has kept people away for a very long time. But I'm probably just not aware of the minutia of a lot of the old wars. Have you heard? Apparently lottery members only say if they're members if they see you with a lottery ticket. As it happens, I'm one of them. Come on, have a go. We're young, you can afford a few risks. I should enjoy my youth, yay! The young have got such energy. It's quite the infectious. It's quite the infectious. Yes, that's exactly what she said. Oh shit. That was... Oh ho ho ho! By the skin of my teeth. Come again anytime. Here they come. Oh, it's been waiting for you people. Don't be frightened now. If you have a card, then I'll sew a dress for you. Yeah, give me that dress. Did you bring what I want then, my heart? Hot little heart's desire. Alright, so we got water, we got thinger. Oh, it occurs to me that I'm a dope, and I should have equipped the earth dress for fighting that boss. Let's go with... I'm trying to think of what I'm going to need. I'm probably not going to need dark anytime soon. So... I think I'm going to go with water and fire, because we have 2 stud cards. So this is the design you've chosen. That'll be 1 stud card. Simply fabulous. I'm in the mood now. Just a moment while I whip up a cute little number.
Presenting the latest creation.
You can actually group up with other people in Dwarf Fortress? I didn't even realize.
I call it Sassy Sailor.
Sassy Sailor. Oh, is this just fabulous? I'm sure it must be you must be very pleased. Come again anytime now. That is legitimately a creepy outfit. That is a weirdly cut sailor uniform for a marionette that's supposed to be a little girl. It's kind of messed up. Japan is just a very strange place.
The latest creation from Fire Dancer.
This is actually a cool one. I actually like this dress. It's a whatchamacallit? It's like a flamenco dancer dress or something like that. Which is just a really cool design. Can I go up here? Yes, I can. Oh, there's a chest here. Oh, Leonardo's bear. That's going to be very important in a second. Oh, it's this guy again. Hey, you dropped something. Oh, thanks. I wouldn't want to lose this. What are you carrying dried up straw around for, anyway? Dried up straw? Well, I guess it looks pretty useless to most people. But there are people in the world who do anything to get their hands on this. Are you sure? For this? It's true. I guess you find it hard to believe. 10 years ago, I was a poor farmer with only 1 strand of straw. But I found someone who wanted it and traded with them. Then I traded what I got with something else, and... eventually, I got the... what is it? The Goron sword. Over time, I gained status and property without even realizing it. That's amazing. I guess you really wouldn't want to lose it then, huh? Here you are. No, you picked it up. You should keep it. It's probably fate. I'll let you have that bit of straw. With a little luck, a little straw can turn you into a millionaire. With a little luck, eh? Why do I get the feeling this is about to turn into a pain in the butt? Oh, yes, because it is. If it's anything like the Goron sword, your butt is going to be very, very painful. Okay, so we are going to pop over here. Let's give Joaquin... Oh, that's cool. That's actually very interesting. So it's basically like a simulation of the dwarves in Lord of the Rings before the Lord of the Rings plot happens. That's a cool idea. Did you hear the rumor about the giant meteorite falling in Wales half a year ago? They say it ripped the sky apart and its light reached the heavens. Wish I could have seen it. Yes, meteorite. That's what it was. This town soccer team hasn't won the title once, but we'll win that coveted cup this year for sure. Ha ha ha! Miss the old square jungle, do you? And yet you hate it with all the same, that bitter battlefield of men. That voice, it's teacher! Teacher? Teacher! How have you been? When a man stops moving forward and forgets the struggle, that's when he grows old, my boy. Joachim! Ugh. I think I'm gonna need a doctor over here. No, this is my teacher and mentor, the Great Gamma. Your teacher? That's right. I'm the genius wrestler, the hottest and manliest wrestler around, the Great Gamma. Doesn't this guy know how to talk like a normal person? Teacher, you're alive and well. No need to worry, Joachim. Train hard day and night, sharpen your mind, and work hard for the good of others. That's the motto of the Great Gamma School of Combative Techniques. Don't tell me you've forgotten, my boy. You walked along a man's arduous path of fight and sweat. Now let me see how much your skill has improved. Teacher, you mean you'll give me a chance to show you all I've learned? All my passion and spirit? Yes, that's right, my boy. Come at me now. Grah! Grah, teacher! I really love Joachim. Joachim's great. Lifesteal, yes. Interesting. So my basic goal is to do damage while, like, stalling for long enough that I can burst him down before he kills me. So we are not going to use another lifesteal yet. We're going to wait until we get a little bit more HP lost, because we're currently going to lose an HP's worth if we get a perfect, and we don't want that. So now we can go back into Drain Touch. Trouble. It's 41 damage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I think I might be able to. We might be okay here. So, we got the perfect there, which means we have 31 extra HP. He's using Grand Slam again, though. And this is a problem, because this does 40 damage. And yeah, we can't even survive a normal attack now, so we're almost certainly dead. I don't think this will be enough to kill. It was, though. Okay, just barely got through it.
Master, a man's road is a hard one.
Tissues. I like how I got 1 cash for a no risk miss victory. Sometimes the game trolls you. Well done, my boy. Your toil and sweat has paid off. Accept this new move from me. May it bring you to higher places. Whenever you want to test your skills, come back to me, my boy. The open air ring will always be waiting for you. Oh, thank you, teacher. So you have, like, adventurers in Dwarf Fortress? Ugh, I'm gonna barf. Why? I don't understand what he's talking about or referencing there. What's the matter? Look at this old dented filthy locker. It's a thing of beauty. Huh? Hey, hold on a minute there. You're taking that thing with you? What in the world are you going to use it for? Use it for? As a weapon, of course. A weapon? What? But don't we usually get weapons from chests or shops or something after some huge event? What are you talking about? Those are old-fashioned ways of getting weapons. Use whatever you can get your hands on. That's the first rule of a hero. Yeah, maybe for heroes on a budget. I'd rather you call me an environmentally friendly hero. Well, nothing's coming out of my wallet, so I guess I'm fine with it. Okay, so we have a walker now. Interestingly enough, they both weigh the same amount. "16 tons is pretty heavy for a walker. I'm a huge fan of the Great Gamma. Ooh, watching him wrestle gives me the shivers. That odd weapon of his is so cool, too. And my favorite dirty trick of his is when he rushes the other guy with a key in his hands. Shows his wild side." I think I'll definitely pick up that game and try it out at some point. That sounds like an interesting thing to play, and I'm gonna try it out. This thing's called a ring. That weird guy told me. The guy that comes over here never wears a shirt. He's really, really strong. I asked him what he did for work, and he told me he wanders from town to town teaching wrestling. The promoter of this open-air ring is the Great Gamma all the way from India. He's the originator of wrestling. Lots of students want to train under him, but he end up quitting when they find out how harsh the training is. I wonder if anyone will ever be good enough to be his successor. It's interesting that he's Sikh. Sikhs come from, I think, northwest India. Is that where wrestling originated? Southampton's always had a rich interaction with other countries. We even had exchange students from Japan. Japan is not France. So, we're going to talk to the people in the bar, because I don't think I talked to them. Because I didn't want to get to the lottery. What do you want? I'm out of work and I'm irritable. Just leave me alone, will ya? I'd advise against going through the Rhone to mine. You still don't know what caused the accident, you know? Some of the survivors say they saw really ghastly monsters down there. My kind of place. I'm not drinking because I like to, you know. Come over from Rhonda, but there's no work in the port either. Guys, be careful now. Rhonda's really deep mine. Don't get lost. Don't dig too deep. Do not dig too deep, friends. Okay, so I got a Leonardo's bear. Do we have any other way to bump our chances here? So, interestingly enough, let's see. Bolts are selling cheaply. This port was bustling with people, real animated place. Did you know? That luxury liner, the Titanic, left from here on its way to New York, you know. Oh. Oh. I'm sure that ended very well. Yippee! It stopped raining! Okay, well, I guess we are going to head onward. So it looks to me like maybe I missed something here. Where is... Wait, seriously? Okay, so apparently the wine cellar has another thing in it. Do I want to go... I didn't realize this, but apparently where the boss is, there's another thinger to do. So, is there a place to rest? I'm surprised. Well, good luck out there, everyone. I'll be praying for your safety. So we can't take a nap here. I prefer not to use a tent if I can avoid it. Because I prefer resting at, actual ends. But that's fine, I guess. So, what do we want to do? I guess we could just heal up Joaquin. He doesn't need to be... doing any spells or anything, so we don't need to rest. I was actually silly for thinking that I did. Because we have quite a lot of potency right here. So, I need him to get mana back in order to do one of these side quests, but we don't need it right now. So we're going to pop in here. I don't know how this is going to go for me. This is going to be a little rough because we are missing certain things that we'd like to have. So, Seal of Aura, Nibbling Scene, Mystery Detective. I don't know if I got the hit and Strike Area Stance, actually. Certainly have a lot of them, though. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to pop over here. And did I run into... Yes, I did run into random encounters. So we're going to be running into random encounters along the way. We've got a Roach Queen to deal with. It hasn't started guarding yet, so we can actually do damage to it potentially. But not with Blanca, so don't have Blanca do it. Let's go to Storm. And... not going to do very much damage with you, but Joaquin just got a new weapon. Chop. And there we go. Ouch. But what more could you want in life than having primitive conversations and murdering things? What is best in life? Murder. Let's... She's gonna kill the Gregor. Chop, chop, chop. She actually is hitting quite hard. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's not fine. That's not enough. 61 is not enough to kill. So the fact that he missed that first hit prevented me from actually getting the kill. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Look at that HP. Look at that HP. You filthy bug.
Stay.
Okay, so... I don't think Karen has that much use for her mana bar, so I'm okay with just, you know what, I should heal Blanca as well, just in case. Rather than blowing Geppetto's mana bar, because Geppetto, because of the fact that he has the ability to boost a given element, if I run into a boss, he can actually do quite a lot of damage to that boss, even with his crap weapon, because his nuke is pretty good to begin with, and then in addition, he'll be exploiting a weakness, and he'll be doing other stuff on top of that. So we're going to change the crests around. We're going to take off his belt. So, pocket watch equipped, studded belt equipped, and the leather cap equipped. So, we have a one-on-one here that's going to be a lot harder because we're not using a character with an up-to-date weapon. Are you Blanca? I finally found you. Well, what do you know? I'm famous. I'm Kelly. I travel the world looking for strong wolves. Call me hungry. Enough boring talk. Let's let our fangs do the talking. Sure.
Time for you to get a taste of my legendary skill. Sure you can handle it? You're raring to go, aren't you? I've got plenty of that myself.
I like how Blanca's like an old man. Are you fire element? I think this guy's actually fire element, so I'm gonna do Aqua Edge. That is why we equipped the pocket watch. Oh, I forgot to actually give him more attacks. So that's 40 damage. So much we healed for. 76 with a normal, so that's can be plenty. Oh, the problem is that I'm gonna run out of SP. Ooh, boy. $23 is not enough damage. I need to be... I don't know why I forgot what game I was playing. That's not good. I'm gonna need more attacks. I'm almost positive that we're gonna fail here. Just because we could keep going indefinitely if not for the SP problem. So we need a lot more damage. Let's try and kill spin. So Gale Spin does basically nothing. And the quick question is, Kelly is fire element, so we're gonna reboot anyway. I was thinking it was good at there. So we need to change up our stuff a little bit, but we should be okay, I think. We're gonna give him a 4-hit combo. That'll be about 20% increase to his DPS. And 20% increase to his DPS is actually not enough. I don't know. to go. We could use a water spell. Like we could technically use Hailbeak. Do we have two things that can give me Hailbeak? We have Omnivorous that gives Hailbeak. Folklore which gives Hailbeak. Okay, so we could have Hailbeak. Cure. Get another copy of Cure. I don't think I've seen Dicey Dungeons, no. I don't recall it. It doesn't sound familiar. Okay, we're going to give Pocket Watch. Another cap, Pocket Watch. Do we have anything else that increases physical defense? So what I'm thinking is if I am blasting this guy with a water spell instead, then I can save a turn in the beginning. Oh, that gives +1 to special attack. Okay, so we're gonna equip that anyway. I didn't realize it gives special attack. Okay then, so this is gonna be rough, but I think we can do it. I don't think I've ever seen Slay the Spire either. There's a lot of things that I have not seen. Fuck. That was pathetic. So Hailbeak, if I get a perfect, does 50 damage. We don't need a perfect on the cure, so... Okay, so... Give me lava. This is gonna be a little rough. The key is that because I have to heal every other turn, I get the first 2 turns to nuke, but then I have to heal every other turn because the turn that I heal, I then take a bunch of damage. So, unfortunately, I have to heal. And this is actually a point where I would have gotten a benefit from. Never mind, I would have. Okay. So, if I hadn't missed that first hit completely, I think I'd be fine. But I don't think this is going to defeat him. It's going to be close, but I don't think it's going to do it. It did! Okay. Well, we don't need a third attempt. Okay, not too bad. As long as you get the appropriate elements to exploit, you can still do it.
My fangs failed me. You got a little overzealous. You've got to keep your cool if you want to win.
Damn, you're as strong as they said. Stronger even. Okay, Blanca, here's my paw print. You earned it. Soul Comet has powered up. It's guys like you that make street fighting such a rush. I'll be seeing you, and I'll have my fangs sharpened for next time. That doesn't sound fun. Don't do that, maybe? Like, maybe don't? Ew. Okay, so we can swap our crests around again. We don't necessarily... Actually, you know what? We can keep this setup. That's fine. This gives me an 8 mana cost thing to use. And he's got barrier and bright light. I could give her a bunch of fire shit, but that doesn't make any sense, because why would she need that? So who do I want to give the fire stuff to? He's the most powerful character that I've got right now, so probably not him. Okay, I've changed my mind. So we are going to remove all of this from you. And we're basically going to give that setup to Karen if we can. We can. Karen has enough. And what we're going to do for Blanca is going to get a fire element setup so that I can get rage on my bar. And we want... We don't have any. I'll do this. Give him Surge and Air Edge, I guess. Okay, so Karen's getting Cure. She's going to get Hailbeak because the other Cure has Hailbeak on it. I don't need Andrus then. Though I guess I kind of do. Okay, so that's fine. So she'll have Hailbeak doubled up, and she'll have 1 Gale Spin. I have not, no. The only real, like, roguelike that I've played, really, is Rogue Legacy. I haven't really played any others. It just isn't really the genre that I usually go for. But every now and then I get in the mood for, like, that kind of, like, Castlevania-esque type game. And that has generally led to me going back and playing Rogue Legacy some more. I really like Rogue Legacy, so... Okay, so we now have completed the random side stuff that we've got to do here. Scroll down. And do we want... We're not going to be able to do the other fight without doing a rest that we don't want to do. So... So Joaquin is going to just kill this thug. She try to kill this one. Did you seriously miss him? His sole defining attribute is the fact that he's overweight and you missed him? Yeah, I need to take off that coral lariat. Coral lariat is going to really screw me up. Because I have a difficult time adjusting to the speed continuously shifting, like between characters. You pipsqueaks are afraid of me. As well you should be, for I am super awesome. Okay, so... So, on the plus side, this next dungeon, we are in fact going to get a new weapon, which is good. I like the way that the party system is handled in this game. I like that you can just swap party members in whenever you want. And do I have anything else I need to do? It's very, you know, convenient. Okay, we're gonna just go, well, you know what, we're not gonna go there. We're gonna go to here first. We've got another maze here. Okay. Got a first lottery ticket. That looks like a dead end, so I'm actually gonna go to this dead end first. I don't think there's any chance that that save point is a dead end, so I'm not going to be going to the save point yet. We'll go to this later. Well, this is some very classic Shadow Hearts enemy styles. Let's see. First. Oh fuck, I forgot to equip that. That's going to cause problems for me. That's like no damage done, but... So, that's not dead yet. Do I want Yuri to do that one? I don't think so. Actually, I don't think he's gonna one-shot, but Joaquin has a chance to. Yeah, the Bardest. Yeah, it's some sort of reptilian creature. Yes! Okay. Ouch! And I can actually hit this for damage. So... I was worried that there was going to be some flawn business going on here.
I can still fight.
Hey, we got a studded cap. That's actually great. So a studded cap will dramatically increase my defense. That's +2 defense. Okay, we're gonna head over to that save point. Plans changed. But yeah, the half cost on the cure now means that I should be able to pretty easily get through there. Escaping Rondamine? I mean, we're not exactly escaping Rondamine. It's kind of a weird title. We're deliberately going into Rondamine, and we're going to come out the other direction. We're not going to come out the same place, so that's... Traversing Rondamine, certainly. Unless, of course, we get trapped in here, in which case, spoilers. Let's see. I'm going to kill the Barghest first. Oh, evasion rate dropped. I still haven't changed... I've changed some of my gear, but not that gear. We're going to go into Storm. We are going to kill the Barghest because... I think that's the best option. His attack pattern's really fun. Oh no. She's weak against this. Ow! Oh, the pain! The pain is deep and painful. You're poisoned. Yeah, I really
Now stay down.
Okay, so... what was it doing? Okay, so Karen is going to heal herself again. And... Blanca is going to equip the Coral Area. Or unequip the Coral Area, equip the Bodhi Bracelet. Okay, we're popping over here. Anything shiny? Yes! You get a Mana Seed. In terms of resources, we're actually pretty solid right now. So, I'm probably going to be taking reasonably short trips away from the save point rather than going the whole way. And interestingly enough, Yuri is going to do a double combo. Let's see. Did not kill it, so that does mean that Karen's going to have to follow up. Temmuz. It's like a scorpion tail. It's like the bottom end of a scorpion and the bottom end of a person combined. It's actually kind of cool to think about how reasonably easy it is to come up with like real like horror show, like body horror stuff. All you have to do is not put two parts that match. So you don't put like a scorpion butt on a human head because that isn't really that body horror. But the second that you put the butt of a scorpion together with the butt of a person, it's like, what the hell is that? This is unacceptable. So, it's pretty interesting. Okay, so we have gotten this stuff. We had a couple of dead ends and a couple of items to pick up. So now we're just going to continue forward to the save point. And from here on out, we are going to be continuing on. So it looks like that left area was just a side passage. I was thinking that left area was going to actually have like an item in it that I needed or something like that. But we're gonna stick with the going left strategy because I'm left-handed, and that totally made sense. As a justification, it makes perfect sense. So we're gonna have you go after the Propolis. That was ridiculous. And he actually did manage to get the kill. We're gonna see if we can get the kill on this. And that's a crit, so yes, but without the crit, there's no way we would have gotten that kill there. So we're gonna pop into the Storm. Looks like everybody is spread out, unfortunately, but it's okay. Hey, Jad Riders. Yes. My entire goal in life is to ensure that left-handed people take over the world. We shall take this world away from the filthy right-handed people. The first thing we're going to do is rebind X to L1. That is stage 1 of our conquest. Not for this controller, but for all controllers. Wait, what? You turned into a bat. Walk rhythms. The rainbow line is invisible. See, I have no idea how this is supposed to work. I guess it's just when the line overlaps with that thing over there. I like how he's still heavy even though he's a bat. So what does this do for you? He now has no HB, but I think he hits like a truck. When Joaquin wants to be relaxed or go and be alone or go on an errand, he often transforms into his golden bat form, which cannot perform special attacks. Okay. Can't perform special attacks, but I think is an offensive juggernaut. I think that it does ridiculous damage, so that would be a nice thing, an advantage, if not for the fact that he can one-shot anyway, so not a huge amount of utility there. I have a suspicion that my left-hand rule is going to bite me in the ass here, because we're going very far here. Ferrous Seed. Okay, well that's one of the items that we do. So, attack the Arcust. Yeah, we're stuck in a situation with Joaquin where I do not actually know how effective this is going to be. He's basically one-shottable in this form by a stiff breeze. But he hits like a truck. It's basically like he has a mind's eye equipped, I think. The gold bat form is actually quite useful for bosses if you're trying to get a like low boss turn victory, because it does so much damage so quickly that, like, if you, as an example, just imagine if I cast Rage on him right now, he'd probably be doing like 200 damage with his combo. Yeah, well, the key is that you actually get bonuses for killing bosses in fewer turns. So if you kill a boss before it gets more than like 2 turns or something like that, then you will very frequently, this is not the left-hand rule, then you'll very frequently get some, bonus EXP or bonus of some sort. Okay, so left-hand rule is taking us exactly to where we're supposed to go, which is exactly where I don't want to be. That is a lantern worm. I think Joaquin can deal with this on his own. I don't think. Oh shit. That's not good. It's still alive. Okay. Take up Lantern. You are still alive? Okay then. Oh my god. That has a lot of HP. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Does he have more defense in this form, maybe? That's a surprisingly low damage. On the plus side, he was not actually paralyzed. There we go. Mission successful.
That's that, I guess.
It occurs to me that bat form would be really useful for doing some of his side quests, I think. Let's see. So we do have to heal him. And I think we're going to be okay on mana for Karen. I don't think we're going to run into a problem. Hey, lottery ticket. So we missed quite a bit up here. Looks like this goes down. So I can actually already go downstairs. We're going to clear the rest of this upper area. I'm actually going to check downstairs first. We are checking downstairs because if there's a save point down here, which there is not, but if there was a save point there, then we would want to hit it. So that is lottery tickets. So we need 2 items before that. So my thinking is maybe around here somewhere. Are you solo? I think you are solo, friend. We're gonna use Karen next because the further you are in the combo, the more damage you get as a bonus. So boom. Nailed it. Hey, max hit number 11 hits, got a bonus soul. And a no damage victory gave me a tiny, tiny bit of cash. Ooh, that's a new weapon. I didn't realize that was a weapon. I thought that was something I was gonna... Oh, yes. Good boy, Blanca, good boy. Okay, so, got a new weapon for Blanca. Because I saw the name over here, but it didn't register with me as what it actually is. So that's great. Good boy, Blanca. Okay. We're going to kill... I think, I'm not positive, but I think that Karen will be able to one-shot the Barghest. So, well, not one-shot, but she'll be able to finish off the Barghest, because I think she does similar damage to Yuri. You are going to hit the Propolis. Interestingly enough, Yuri's getting another attack in before they go, so... we're actually going to kill these without them getting a turn. And And that's all she wrote. Good job, team.
That was a pretty good warm-up.
No damage victory there was worth quite a lot, actually. That was worth 20% extra cash instead of 10. Okay, so we're popping back this way. And we're gonna save, and then we'll grab the item. You always have to be concerned in this game about getting one-shot. There's a lot of one-shot potential, so... Very close. And this should be, I think, reasonably trivial to trivial. Should be reasonably trivial. Trivial to one-shot. Oh wait, Joaquin isn't a bat anymore. Never mind then. So we are not going to kill this before it gets a turn, I don't think. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Storm. Wait. What? Joaquin, you beautiful bastard. He didn't walk far away, so because he didn't move far away from Yuri, we were able to actually get 2 hits with Joaquin and get the kill.
2, 3, go!
Okay, good job, team. No chance of taking damage, and so we can save the game, and this allows us to take a reasonably straight shot toward where we're going, in addition to saving all of the EXP and stuff that we're getting. So if we do end up dying, which at some point I'm guessing I'm either going to get ambushed, or like I'm going to screw up a ring thing, and 2 enemies are going to attack the same character and insta-get them because everybody's using their default armor. That is the other Theraseed that I needed, and that's everything that I'm supposed to get before that other lottery ticket. So that's good. I really like this kind of setup. I love having just an item checklist that's in order of when you can obtain it. It just makes my life so much easier. You know, when you're trying to get everything, but you don't want to just, like, be reading through, like, all the, you know, nonsense. It's just convenient. That was really silly of me. I shouldn't have done the combo. I guess it's fine. Doing the combo gives a little bit of extra synergy, I think, between the 2 of them. There we go. That little bit of extra synergy can help. I don't actually know what it does, if we're being honest. I don't know what effect increasing people's synergy with each other actually does. I think that it affects how far away they stand from each other, or maybe it affects like the actual combo range. Because it looked to me like Karen was closer to Yuri than Joaquin, but Joaquin got the combo and Karen didn't. So the implication of that to me might be that because he has higher thinger right now, that's why. But I'm not entirely sure. Hardest first. Soul. I'd actually kind of forgotten how awesome this game is. Like, I remembered enjoying this game, but I had actually forgotten that well, I think that in some ways Shadow Hearts 1 is more unique. They really did make the Judgment Ring system much more interesting in this one. They really upgraded by quite a lot
Is it over already?
the way that the Judgment Ring works and your ability to play with it and customize it and things like that. Because like if you go to ring customization over here, most of my characters are using thingers. They're using technical rings. I'm not using a technical ring for Joaquin because I don't trust myself and he's my primary damage dealer. Because he's got 5 hits. But like you have the ability to change it to a gamble ring, for instance, which is kind of interesting. So you can basically take all of the hit areas and then consolidate them down to 1 instead of having to hit all of those things. So, and you even have a practice ring for people who really just can't do the Judgment Ring, which is, I don't know that I've actually seen anyone use it. I've never heard of anyone using it because from a practical perspective, the benefits of it aren't that great, but I guess it makes a degree of sense if, like, it's basically the difference between the technical ring and the normal ring, right? So if you can't necessarily consistently get the first thing, maybe you'll be able to get later ones in the combo. Hey! I am the Ring Soul, the will of the Judgment Ring, the administrator of all fate. You sure are. I can see it. I can see your... Bring it on, baby. Yuri, stop being mean to the poor ring spirit. I'm not being mean, he just seemed a little down, so I'm trying to cheer him up. I'm not the ring spirit! Stop it, Yuri. I'm sorry, he didn't mean it, ring spirit. Sometimes the things Yuri says come out wrong, but he's a good kid. I'm a kid now, am I? Did you hear that? Now he's sighing. I entrust this to you. The power to command the Judgment Ring. Such power will help you carve your way through destiny. Thanks. I will appear again to give you more power, and I'm watching to see if you are truly one to command destiny. Oh, he's gone. He's hurt because you were mean to him. What were you thinking? You really think so? Look, I think that, like, what Yuri said makes sense, right? He didn't necessarily implement correctly, but he's like, oh, no, you know, the guy seems down, so I'm gonna, you know, say some nice things to him. Okay, so... Alright, so we're gonna use all that shit on her, because everyone else is using the same thing that they've had for ages. Let's stick with the left-hand rule, even though I'm sure the left-hand rule's in this group here. Okay. What am I saying? The left-hand rule can never lead me astray. Boop, boop. He's doing a lot more damage now. So I think we're going to take out the Bargus with Yuri. Then Joaquin can go next, because Joaquin can one-shot these. I'm going to take out the Tammuz. Boop, boop. And then she might be able to kill this, but probably not. Okay, I had forgotten how good her combo is. It feels really good in the same way that in, whatchamacallit? Yuri's Judgment Ring in the first game just feels good. Like the spacing on it feels really like easy to like get your head around. And actually, hers, because that's the maximum size for hers. Each character can have 2 ring boosts, so she starts with 2 attacks, so she's at her maximum now. This lift goes down. Really? Okay. So we're gonna go down again, just because there might be a save point. There's a save point right here. Perfect. So the left-hand rule has given us a save point. Oh, I don't remember what invisible does. I don't remember what happens with invisible. So he's got 15 affinity with Yuri. It's kind of cool. Joaquin is invisible. As long as he doesn't make overly large movements, Joaquin cannot be targeted by enemies while invisible. Overly large movements. So does that mean that if he doesn't attack... Ah, it's pitch black! We're not going to get anywhere like that. We need some sort of light. The question is, why is the rest of this place not pitch black? Nice. Perfect. She cannot one-shot, so... Getting steely. Storm time! We're actually going to see here. Can I use normal attacks? Looks like it. So invisible makes him untargetable. My assumption is that as long as he doesn't attack, he's completely immune to being targeted, but I'm not positive on that. Because I think he could probably still use spells, right? Which would make this form... Whoa, it's dark over here too. We're going to have to find another way to go. Alright, well that's simple enough. So we're going to go to the save point. Interestingly enough, the left-hand rule took me exactly to where I needed to be. If only I had just kept going. But the left-hand rule, of course, is superseded by the never go to the next level without fully exploring the level that you're on. That rule takes precedence, obviously. And let's see here. Got a lantern, and that's all that's here, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so we got the lantern. That was interesting. And we're going to go and keep on with the left-hand rule here. If I had just gone into that door, it would have been fine. But I thought that that was like going to enter a boss chamber or something, so... Oh well. We can use this lantern. Yay. That's it, I can see. Now we can make some progress. Yeah, we can. Why is Joaquin so slow? Oh, never mind, he's not. He's going right now. Okay. I was like, Why is he all the way at the bottom of the list? I'm like trying to organize my turns. I'm like, wait, what's going on with Joaquin? He's not on the list. Let's do this. Boop, boop, boop. Oh wow, we actually got a kill. That's kind of shocking.
What a waste of time.
No damage victory. Keep on keeping on. And that is pure seed. Okay. God. Tampos might actually be easier for me to kill. With him. Not easy enough. Karen. This is actually going to be the first time that we, are going to see what a Vargas does. You know, if I had gotten a crit there, he would have one-shot. Blanca actually has enough damage now that if I gave him an extra attack, he'd be able to insta-gib. Natively. Well, with perfects anyway. Okay. Everything's fine. I don't think we need to heal yet. Okay, so we are clearly going toward the end here. If this is a dead end, I'll be really surprised after all of these junctions. Oh, jeez. Huh. Can I hit both of them? No. This is going to be really rough. These have a lot of HP. I want to use a rage. I'm gonna use a rage. Blanca does do decent amount of damage, but Joaquin does way more damage than anyone else. And he's going to be hitting at the back end of a combo here. So I don't think that I would get the kill on turn 1, regardless, using Blanca. That is a lot of damage. Good. They're attacking 2 different targets, so since they are attacking 2 targets, we are fine. You are just going to finish this one off. Just want to heal Blanca. I do. We're going to heal Blanca. I think Yuri has enough defense in his form right now that he's not going to die from one hit from this. Unless it gets a crit or something. Physical defense dropped by 36%. Yeah, 28 damage is not even close to Nice. Good job, Blanca. Good job, buddy. Buddy boy. Ooh, that's 80 EXP. That's what, 10% of a level? Oh, hello. Gold bat form. So we are continuing with our left-leaning ways. We got out of the dark stuff. And we got another save point. So that's interesting. We have a long way to backtrack now. So we're basically going to have to backtrack all the way to that other save point. A studded belt. She does not have any belt. I'm going to give her a studded belt for right now. Because she has 4 attacks, I might as well buff them. Wait, seriously? Jeez, here you are again. Jeez, what do you mean jeez? That's pretty rude, you know. There's a penalty for being rude. You have to buy something, otherwise I won't forgive you. I'm not actually going to buy anything, though. Okay, so... we got that belt. And that gives me an idea of where we are. Wow. Get fucking wrecked. Yes. Okay. I don't think we're gonna kill this. So. You're not. So. It's fine. Oh shit, that's not good. Doesn't make a huge difference. Because we wouldn't have killed it anyway. It's actually really funny how
I can still fight.
Yuri is so far behind in terms of his equipment. And I don't know when that's going to end, because we are not getting a new weapon for him in here, I don't think. So, we're going to pop over the save point again. Because we've now explored that passage over there. Save the game again. And... poor Yuri. I'm basically just going to be stockpiling soul energy. I'm not going to be spending it yet. I don't really see much reason to spend it until I have like a solid reason. Like, oh, okay, I need X element for Y boss. Right now, I think I'm best off with Thinger. Storm it up. that. Let's do it. That gold bat form is so much fun. Boom, 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 boom. And, oh, that's not quite enough. Well, sure. One nice thing about Yuri's big forms is that other people can't stand close enough to him for AoEs targeting Yuri to actually hit
Guess I
them.
don't know my own strength.
It's a very convenient aspect of that, because even if the person's pretty close, if they're not in combo range, then they're not getting hit. They might actually be able to even be in combo range and not get hit, honestly, but let's see. We're gonna go this way. Unfortunately, I think I have to go AFK for a second. I'm not gonna be able to finish this dungeon. I'm not going AFK for a while. So we're going to. We already went that way because we've been following the left-hand rule. So we're gonna keep going this way. Well, that miss is certainly not going to help. I think she's in range to combo. Nope. Not quite. So we can take out the... I gotta take this out. So he'll be on Yuri again. No problem with that. He has a lot of HP to play with. And he actually has decent magic resistance compared to the other people. I'm really curious, if you actually upgraded all of your gear,
That wasn't even a workout.
like, how tanky would you be? Because that's only hitting for 30 damage, which isn't a huge amount of damage. It's only like a third of our max life on most of these characters. Okay, so it looks like, oh. Look, I don't like people. Why don't you... why do you think I shut myself up in here? Oh, hold on a minute. Have you come to do the lottery? Nope. Not yet. Give me a second. Who has the pocket watch? Okay, so this is going to be a little rough. I didn't realize that this guy was going to be in here. So hopefully... He has a third key. I don't really want the third key. I'd rather have the hit area expand, I think. Because a third key is just a consumable that I don't need. Please tell me I didn't do that early like a dope. Okay, fine. Damn it, you're really lucky. Can you leave me alone now, please? Okay, so I got exactly what I was looking to get there. I didn't actually want the third key, because the third key is useful if you're using consumables, but if you're not using consumables, it's completely useless. Do I want to save? I do, but we're going to save by going to the other save point. Just keep following the left-hand rule, and we will be fine. Are we going to... Yes. We're topping them up because they both have relatively low HP. And if I get ambushed or something, it's going to end very badly for me, potentially, so... Soul. Punch. I'm gonna hit this bar guess. We're gonna hopefully get enough. Almost certainly not. And we will, I guess, let the Tammuz live. I don't want to let the Vargas live. I don't know what kind of damage it's going to do. Ooh. It's kind of funny to think that that is a light elemental. Like, scorpion creature. Not your typical expectation from light elemental critters. So that's a place that we've already been to. We've already checked that. So it looks like we've finished exploring all the side passages here, and we're on our way back. I'm actually going to have Joaquin hit the Tammuz, I think. Am I? No. I'm going to have her hit that, because Karen is going to do that, because she's more likely to be able to one-shot it. She's not likely to one-shot it, but she has the chance, which allows us to pop into here. Finish this off, and then we can combo into Joaquin, snacking this thing for... Oh! Physical defense reduction. Okay, that paralysis did not go off, so we're totally fine. Boop, boop, boop. Strike and there we go. So, interestingly enough, things seem to be getting a bit easier. I guess not that much easier. The core here is just that we have fewer enemies on the field than we did in the previous place. So, I guess, like, if I think about the relative damage that they're dealing, the relative damage is lower. Like, they're dealing less damage relative to my max HP, I think, than they were just now in the other place. Which is kind of interesting, considering that nobody has been increasing their defense by very much. Actually, really fast this. I don't really want a combo, so doing this means that I'm not big enough to form a combo. Oh, thanks. Right light comes out on her. So yeah, in addition to the fact that I'm getting I have more total mana to play with. I'm still healing for about the same amount as a percentage of my max HP with each point of mana. So we're basically getting double efficacy out of the mana we've got. And we have a larger mana pool to play with in the first place. So what we're going to do is we are going to go immediately to that save point because we are back over there. We've been going a pretty considerable distance, and I do not want to lose that progress. Particularly because of the fact that we went to the lottery and won it. It's actually a very easy lottery, so because I don't need the jackpot, and the jackpot's actually pretty big, I could probably do the jackpot easily if I wanted to. The blind ring effect for that doesn't really have that major an impact. Oh, so basically, I'm not that concerned about the lottery, but if I screw up the lottery, like if I screw up the Judgment Ring once when it's on the lottery, then I have to reload. So we definitely want to save what we've obtained thus far. We are then going to go into the side passage over here. I'm not super concerned with Karen's mana. I'm not planning on having her nuke. So since she's not going to be nuking anyway, she doesn't really have any need for all that mana she's got. She's just going to be stabbing people and healing. And since the heals are so cheap, I'm not that concerned. I might swap in Geppetto, but probably not actually, because Blanca has the way dramatically better weapon. So Blanca should do more for my party. And where are we? There's Seal of Speed here. I think that's all that's there. So that little, like, crevice gives us that. And now we are ready to... We don't have anybody who can one-shot this. Never mind. If you get a double crit, you can definitely one-shot it. Okay, so now we have 3 people to beat the crap out of this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and use a high angle. Boom! Karen's next. Gonna do a hard hit. Boom! So physical defense reduction is nice. Shit. That was a big hit. That was a really big hit. Wow. 70 damage. Hey, we got 2 extra soul. Yeah, that one hit was basically a thinger all on its own. Alright, so we're gonna keep popping over here. Do I want to... might have confused myself. Oh, this is a 3-person combo, so... We've literally gotten every item except the one that I really want. So, what am I missing? Because it doesn't appear to be here. Did I... Here we go. Yes. Okay. I had already taken the thing, so we're fine. So, we got the fine rapier, and now she should, I think, have no trouble getting one-shots. She has 4 attacks, she's got 52 attack power. She should be able to one-shot the Barghests and things like that now. So, That is a big, big weight off my shoulders. So now, I don't know if she'll do it if I don't get a strike. Looks like she probably will. So all these packs of 3 enemies now are basically just food. Before, we had to leave one of them alive unless we got a crit on our first set of attacks. But now, we have enough total damage that's spread between different people to actually take out the whole party. So we might miss at some point with some people or screw up the Judgment Ring, all that business. But assuming that we actually do things correctly, I should be able to get everything done. So we picked up every item in this section. I know because the last item in this section, right, was an item that I picked up. And I've gotten everything before that item. And I know that it's the last item in the section because we've already been to the next section. So we can now just get ourselves over to the save point again. And once we get there, we'll be in really good shape. So Yuri's going to finish that one off. And then Karen will take out the next one. If she gets a crit, she doesn't even need her full hit combo. Oh no! Not a miss! Oh, but then a crit! Oh! The gods of RNG are in my favor now. I'm actually wondering if I should give Yuri the physical attack down thing. Actually, not physical attack, the physical defense down thing. Because if I give him the defense reduction, since he's the fastest, that does mean that I'll have the highest chance to implement it. On like boss fights and stuff like that, he should get more turns than other people. The issue, of course, I'm going to give him this one. I'm going to give you physical defense down. She is going to stay with me. That's fine. I like how you can just apply status effects to your attacks. I find that very cool. Okay, so we got a Pure Seed, and that is the first item in this next area. So we are on track. Oh, they're boss now. Yay, slime! Is that drool? Okay then. So we got into the next boss fight. I wasn't actually expecting to run into a boss fight yet, but that's fine. We're going to immediately cast Rage on Joaquin. And Joaquin is gonna start beating on this thing. Oh, oh baby. And physical attack reduction was applied immediately. I like it. Is that going to do 80 damage with one attack? Probably not, right? Evasion rate decreased. Wow, we are applying all the status effects here. So, if we get the physical defense reduction out, then this guy will be totally crippled. Boop, boop, boop. So Gale, this is Air Elemental. Oh no. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. So this thing uses both haste and slow. I'm gonna try using this. I don't know if it'll actually work, because this thing's technically flying. I think it's fine. Yeah. Only 41 damage though, so not really worth it. Do we have Earth Edge? No. How much damage is it? I took no damage from that attack. So we're just gonna keep attacking. Boop, 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 boop. 36% attack reduction. Unfortunately, it's using Heaven, but on the plus side, nobody in the party is vulnerable to light right now, because we've got Storm blocking Yuri's weakness to that. Oh, that was close. Hell's okay, that's fine. Another 50 damage comes out to him. But nobody's actually low enough to be in one-shot range to any of the attacks that it's shown itself capable of using yet. So I think we're just gonna beat this thing to death. Okay, Storm is in insta-gib range, but it doesn't matter. You don't have enough HP left to actually get it the kill. So, farewell, friend. Farewell. Easy game, easy life. That's what I say.
Justice is always victorious.
We got Murmur, enemy action number 5 turns. We got a bunch of bonus EXP. It's like a battle's worth of bonus EXP, so not too shabby. Whew. Wasn't expecting that. Extra soul for perfect. I bet this was the spot where the explosion was. Let's go, you two. Hey, there's a chest right there. Maybe I should grab that, huh? Just like completely visible in the cutscene. Okay, you need to heal. This is Seal of Strength. All set. So that's all the items, I think. Yep. And there we go. So we can now go to anywhere that we want. However, the place that we're going to go is actually offline, because this is going to have to be the end. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so basically I didn't fall asleep until really late, and so I woke up really late. And I've got a bunch of stuff to do, but that's fine. So that's going to be it for today. We managed to get through that dungeon. We got an upgraded weapon for Blanca, which is great. We got an upgraded weapon for Joaquin, which is great, which we'll always be able to upgrade his weapon because he just picks random shit up off the ground. And we got a better weapon for Karen. So everyone has a better weapon except, of course, for poor Yuri. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure to stream for you today, and I hope to see you all again next time.